We have a handful of different types of databases that we'll be looking at. We're first going to look at the hierarchical database. This is referred to as a flat database. It is a tree structure. We'll look at the network database, object-oriented, relational database, and then object relational database. So here's a quick overview of 4 different types of these databases. In the first example, upper left-hand corner, we see the hierarchical model. Now this is again, called a flat database. It is a tree structure, very much like folders on a hard drive. And what you should recognize about this is each child has a single parent. That's one of the characteristics of a hierarchical database model, is that each child has a single parent. And as we move to the right, we see the network model. The difference between the hierarchical model and the network model is that what you'll recognize is a child can have more than one parent. And so this is a different feature. It allows extra flexibility in the design of the hierarchical database, but it also adds to it some complexity. That complexity brings along with it additional potential vulnerability. So the hierarchical single parent, the network model, multiple parents for each child, potentially. Could be one, could be multiple. In the lower left-hand corner, we see the relational model. In the relational model, this is a 3-dimensional database where we use primary keys and foreign keys to build relational links between different tables. So the information is stored in tables, and there are links between these tables that build relations between this piece of information and that piece of information. And then finally, in the object-oriented model in the lower right, this is a database that stores not only data, but also stores programmatic objects, as we described earlier in object-oriented programming. So this is a database that holds the program and the data, and can be dynamically modifying data all inside the database itself. This is the newest, one of the newer types of databases, and it's very powerful, very dynamic. So here's kind of a timeline of how databases have grown. Originally, we just had flat files like a Word document or an Excel spreadsheet. And in the 70s, we introduced the hierarchical and the network. Again, the major difference is single parent or multiple parents. And then we grew to the relational database, and in the 90s and beyond, we're now getting more into the object-oriented type of databases, much more sophisticated and much more powerful. So the hierarchical database is a flat database, again, a tree structure, very simple to build, very easy to assemble, but fairly limited in the versatility, because each child can only have a single parent. In a network database, again, it adds the capability of having multiple parents for each child. And this, again, affords us a little more flexibility and a little more versatility. It's more of forming a lattice structure as indicated in the slide.